most important aspect of a canoe stroke is the release, where and how the paddle comes out of the back of the stroke. As the paddle's coming down, with the bend of an elbow, the transition of the paddle just continues right out the back of the stroke. The top hand determines how long the stroke is. If your top hand stops up high, the stroke is going to be a little bit shorter. If the top hand continues down toward the boat, the back of the paddle is going to transition farther down the canoe. One of the most important parts or aspects of a good canoe stroke is a strong upfront plant. I found the most efficient way to achieve this is by coming in from the side, just like that. Paddles here, raise the top hand above the gunnel, paddles in the water. To get to that point begins with the recovery. The recovery should be led with the top hand, brought across the canoe to the opposite gunnel. The bottom hand should follow around and come close to the bottom gunnel at the top of the stroke. At this point, as this hand drops down, the top hand comes over. My blade is in the water and planted before I've started the stroke. Once you've achieved a good plant in the front of the stroke, it's now time for the pull power phase of the stroke. Top hand pressure downwards while the bottom hand is pulling back. As the bottom hand pulls back, the bottom elbow should begin to bend. The bottom elbow bends throughout the stroke to the finish. Here are three things that typically work against the speed of a canoe. Any type of back and forth with the body, the canoe shifts its weight, leads off any potential glide that you might have. Anytime number two, anytime that you pull your top shoulder or top arm back and then drive it forward. The driving forward portion is going to focus my power into the back of my stroke, and now I'm going to be pushing instead of pulling myself along. The third thing, and probably the thing that hurts a canoe the most, is going to be the top hand. If this top hand moves back towards me at any time during the stroke, especially in the back, it bleeds off any speed, transitional speed on the bottom of the blade, therefore slowing down the canoe and killing any potential glide that I had.